Everyone in the speedrunning community is given the chance to play the same world for one whole week, sharing the same RNG every time so it's fair for every player, including the same Ender Dragon fight, so we can see who can get the fastest time on that world's seed. My goal is to become one of the top weekly race speedrunners by consistently being on the top of the leaderboards by at least 15 spots or higher out of potentially hundreds of players. Welcome to the Minecraft Speedrunning Weekly Race. Immediately after spawning into this world, I run to this ruined portal so I can grab out an axe and quickly loot everything in there by breaking the chest instead of grabbing everything out individually. Then I go over and I chop down 11 logs. After contributing to deforestation, I make a crafting table and some sticks so I can make a pickaxe. Have to turn my nuggets into ingots, get my pickaxe. I make 2 flint and steels because that's just faster to craft that way for me. I can just throw one out later, finish the ruined portal, and I'm ready to go into the Nether. The Bastion is really close to the portal, so I just have to run down this way. I am much higher up than the actual Bastion, so I need to grab this vine so I can clutch on it. And that saves a huge amount of time of getting down there. I make this giant fall and bam, make that clutch look super awesome. Then I run over here, break this chest so I can get a bunch of piglins mad at me. I use my crying obsidian to bridge across. I don't use the wood for the most of the bridge because I want to save my wood and also it burns, so it would keep the piglins from being able to cross. After making it into this section, I block myself in here so I'm safe from the piglins, and I dig down to get these gold blocks. But first I make my trading hole so they fall in there. Break 2 gold blocks and turn them into ingots so I can throw them at the piglins so they can start trading while I go and mine the rest of the gold blocks. I need all of them down here for this run, but thankfully I got a lot of pigs in there, so I am good to go. I just have to wait for them to finish their trading. I break these last 2 gold blocks. And before I go bring them to the piglin, I first make a golden pickaxe. I need that later for this run to break through a wall in a section. Then I bridge out of this hole, drop some gold down for them to keep trading. While I'm waiting for them to finish their trading, I head over and I grab some boots from a chest as well as some obby and string. After I'm done grabbing this stuff in the chest, I go back to check on my trades and to clear out a little bit of my inventory. I also pre-craft my blast-proof blocks with the nether bricks so I can blow up the nether spawner later. After getting the last of my trades, I splash myself with some fire resistance and I pearl out of there. I throw it just high enough so I can land on the very top of this bastion. Throw another pearl over to the left. And right there is the spawner. Throw one last pearl, land on top of the fortress. I blocked that spot off just so that way no wither skeletons can get up here. This is kind of where the longest part of the run is, so I don't know if there's going to be much for me to say here. So you might just have to just watch this part. I kill some of these blazes before I go and use beds to blow up the spawner. But first I have to make my beds. So I have 5 beds so far. I think that's all I have here. I also pre-craft my anchors so that I can use on the dragon later. After killing this last blaze, I'm ready to use beds to blow up the spawner area so I can get higher rates. But first I need to use my blast-proof blocks to make sure that the spawner itself does not blow up. Then I break these last few blocks in the way and I'm going to use some soul sand to make my platform bigger. Soul sand is a good block to use for this because then it doesn't have any way of letting the blazes down. And soul sand is special because blue fire, which is ignited when a blaze lights the ground on fire, will spawn instead of orange fire, meaning that the light source does not change. If the light source is too high, then blaze spawns are rare. But they don't. Blue fire does not emit any light source, so technically to the game anyways. So that means that the rates do not go down. It's only if it lands on the bricks that it's an orange light. So I usually have to put that out or it goes out on its own. So yeah, put that out right there. But if it lands on there, it'll be just fine. So just some little facts for you while you're waiting for this part of the run to be over. I need 5 blazes before I can go. I'm already at 3. Now, while I'm waiting for more blazes to spawn, I just clear out some of the junk in my inventory that I no longer need. Really, all I need left is the blowing up materials, pearls, other tools, and that's about it. Because the run is just about over. All I need to do is finish clearing out these blazes here, and I should get my 5th rod. After grabbing my last rod, I pearl over to this tree. Then I do throw another pearl over to that section of the fortress. And then I throw another pearl down here. I use my gold pickaxe that I crafted earlier to insta-mine through that wall. Saves a lot of time. Right here, build my nether portal. I noticed my health is low, so I ate a golden carrot. Now I just have to fill out these eyes so I can go fight the dragon. While I'm fighting this dragon, I'm going to break some sad news. For some reason, this seed, a lot of really good players played this weekly race. It was a really fun seed, so I kind of get it. But it was kind of unfortunate for me because usually in a weekly race, there's maybe about 3 to 5 people who use one shot. But this time, pretty much almost everyone in the top 15 used it. And if they weren't using that, they were doing a 0 cycle, which I didn't understand on the seed how they were able to accomplish it with the little amount of explosives you could get. So I never ended up doing that. I also didn't spend a lot of time on this world this week, so I never got as fast of a time as I wanted to. And as you can see here, I didn't even kill the dragon with the explosives that I had just there, which is crazy because yeah, I don't know how people are gonna I don't know how they 0 cycled with the explosives that they had and use explosives on the nether. So this is the best I could do. I'm really sad to report I did not make it to the top 15 this week, so I have failed. Going forward though, I'm gonna try harder to get top 15, and I'm gonna learn new strats. I might learn one shot down the line, we'll see. In this recording, I got spot 13 at the time, but I got bumped down to spot, I think, 23. So